Hey everybody, Corey Spencer here for Remixed Reality again, and we're doing another product review. In our last product reviews, we worked on augmented reality, which is really a very brand new technology when it comes to the consumer market. It's not actually out in the consumer market yet. So I wanted to start with those just because it's kind of the new hotness. But the regular new hotness is virtual reality. And virtual reality, different from augmented reality, where augmented reality is injecting things into your real world. It's augmenting the reality. Virtual reality is different. Virtual reality is you put on some equipment, you put on a virtual reality rig, and you are in a simulation. You don't see the world around you, you don't hear it. You are interacting with a virtual reality, and it's totally immersive. So to tell you a little history now, later on in the video, I'm going to have two VR experts come in and actually demo VR for you, and they're going to do a game called Job Simulator. But just to tell you a little bit about how this stuff has matured just in a very short period of time, this is the original Oculus Rift developer kit. And this was given to people who invested very early on in the Kickstarter campaign to start this type of technology. You see, I'm too old. I'm an old guy. I'm 41 years old, but I can remember at 12 thinking, oh, virtual reality would be amazing. You fast forward a few years, and some entrepreneurial young men came up with the idea of saying, let's actually create that virtual reality. And so they started a Kickstarter program, and this was the very first Oculus Rift developer kit prototype that went out to those people who were super nerds and invested in that type of stuff early on. When this initially came out, it made me feel sick within 5 minutes. I thought, well, maybe this has potential. This is only like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Maybe it has potential, but right now it just makes me feel sick. It was super uncomfortable. It was kind of flimsy. And I was hopeful, but not sold on that type of technology. Since then, Oculus has come out with another developer kit, DK2. It's come out with a consumer version just earlier this year. But when it came time for me to actually, and I worked with the DK2 and I've played with the consumer version, but when it came time for me to really buy a consumer version, I went with another brand that just recently came out, maybe came out just a few months ago. As of right now, you can order them. And this is the HTC Vive. And I put googly eyes on mine because googly eyes make everything better. But it also makes it a lot of fun when people are playing and you're watching them and they've got these giant googly eyes. The HTC Vive is a full-blown consumer virtual reality simulation gear. It is fantastic. And let me tell you really quickly, the build is really nice. I can wear this for hours. I do not feel sick. To get back to the original Oculus Rift, if I wore it and I moved my head too fast, there was a fraction of a second of latency on the software processing, and it would make you feel sick. What you were seeing and how you were moving were just off, just enough to really throw you off. And I have none of that with the HTC Vive. I can wear this for hours. It's comfortable. The headset it has a camera in the front, which actually you can when you're in the virtual reality, you can check to see what's going on in the real world if you need to. And it has a pretty significant tether. This is probably the biggest downfall of this technology right now, is this has to be strapped into a computer. So this has the HDMI and USB and power for the headset. It also allows you to plug in headphones, and these are the headphones that I use. Those are separate headphones than the ones that come with the kit. But you put this on, you have your lenses that you put on. It's nice and padded. It fits really well. It's adjustable. I've had people from ages 3 to 80 literally using this, and it blows them away. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, what I really like about the HTC Vive, currently the Oculus Rift, you sit down and you're in a VR space and you use a controller, it's an Xbox controller. They're coming out with a new version called the Oculus Rift Touch, but it's kind of too little too late for me. These are the controllers that you use in the HTC Vive. They are fantastic. You can use them, triggers for guns. They've got buttons on the side for the panel. They have tracking pads on the top. And these things are really great. But what's fantastic about the HTC Vive is I don't use it sitting down. I don't sit like this and interact with reality. If you can see over here, I've got, I don't know, out of focus there, I've got a sensor in the corner there, and I have another sensor up here that you can't see. The HTC Vive comes with room scale sensors that allow you to put sensors in your room, and then when you're using the HTC Vive, you're actually up and walking around in a virtual space. That is a game changer. that is what convinced me to go with the HTC Vive. There's a ton of great games on Steam. There's a ton of great apps. You can do every week there's new software coming out for this. But what's really cool is that I'm interacting with it, and I stand up, and there's Star Wars games, there's zombie shooting games, there's racing games, but the ones that are the most effective are the ones that really take advantage of that room scale, being able to get up and walk around. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you it in action right now. We're going to have two, as I said, virtual reality experts come in, beautiful people, you're going to love them, and they're going to show you how they interact with VR and how quickly they adopted it. All right, folks, here we are. These are my two virtual reality experts. This is Lincoln here. Lincoln is 9 years old. He's been playing with VR for about the last year. And this is Roman. He's 7, also for the last year. How do you guys like the virtual reality stuff?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I like how, you put it on.
A little closer so they can see you.
Like, you put it on, you grab everything, and then, you feel like you're in it.
You feel like you're really in it? What about you, Roman? What do you like about it?
I like that you can actually do stuff and you don't have to look at the screen or anything.
Yeah, you don't have to look at the screen. It's like you're in it, right? That's pretty cool. Now, you guys, I didn't have to really teach you how to use VR. You put it on and you got it right away, right? Yeah. It's still pretty self-explanatory. You get in there, you put on the headset, and what we're going to do today is these guys are going to show you how to play VR. And the game that they're going to play is called Job Simulator. So they're going to go into virtual reality and pretend to have a job, which I'm excited about because eventually they can go and get jobs and I don't have to pay for all your groceries. Okay, so we're going to have Lincoln's going to start and we're going to get him on. So Roman, if you can go sit down for a second. So Lincoln, we're going to put this on you. All right, let's make sure. Can you sit down right there for me, bud?
That is the volume on.
I don't think you're going to be able to hear the volume in the way that you want to normally. So you're just going to have to play without the volume, okay? I'm going to plug this in right here. You've got your hands.
Yeah.
Here's your other hand. All right, so go walk over there. So you can see Lincoln's actually interacting with a space. See if I can get out of his way.
No.
He's picking a job.
There's never a dull day in the old cubicle farm.
And he's working in an
Hello,
office.
humans. Welcome to an accurate simulation of office worker. Take a look at this board for instructions.
Okay. Throw.
Workers would traditionally start their day with an addictive liquid stimulant.
You're eating virtual donuts? Is that what you do in this game? What are you doing? You're virtually puking in your virtual reality? Oh my gosh. I've never played this game. These guys will play this for hours. They'll just come down and say, Dad, can you turn the VR? And they will pretend to have jobs.
Now you're ready to start your day.
Almost as silly as
It's
watching
time
other
for
people
computer.
play video games.
Okay, let's take out the disc of Flappy Ball.
The computer is the most important facet of the office, with humans and safety being a close second and third. Email was an inefficient form of communication popularized in the mid-1990s.
That's a lot of email.
So wait a minute. Just a second, Lincoln. I want to point something out. So you're pretending to be in an office, pretending to look at a computer monitor, and pretending to use a mouse in virtual reality?
Yeah, someone just called.
Hey, that almost hurt. Hey, what the?
Worse.
All right, Roman, let's have you do a different job.
Thank you, human.
All right, Roman's
May
gonna
I
go
have
be
a
an
true
auto
grease
mechanic.
monkey. Get under the hood and get your hands
Virtual
dirty in
reality.
our simulated
So,
mechanic shop.
Tell me a little bit more about what you like about the virtual reality.
So pretty much you get to do what you want. Really. You can.
Hello, human.
Like,
This
do
is an
anything
accurate
you
simulation
want.
of
You can
auto
literally,
mechanic.
like once I've done on the one Roman's doing, like you dump drink that's up there that Roman's trying to drink right now. You dump it in, and then there's fire coming out of it. It's really funny.
Right. So that's the game. But what do you
Yeah.
like about VR? Like, is it kind of cool to be able to put on a headset and
Yeah.
just go anywhere and do anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does he keep drinking these energy drinks?
I have no idea.
Well, this is the HTC Vive. It's a blast. Like I said, it's not cheap. Yes, you can play it some more. You can keep playing it. So, anyways, this is Corey Spencer for Remixed Reality. Have a great day checking out.